Alright, so in this video I'm going to be talking about brands and why anyone would buy a brand name. Because I get arguments from people a lot that there's no point in buying brand name when you can buy another product that is very similar for a much cheaper price. And then there are people from the other end arguing that, look, the reason you buy brand name is because you can trust the quality of the product. You can trust it won't fucking break on you. And that's why you pay a little more. You're expected to get a better product by paying more. And that's where brand name comes in. So that's generally why people buy a brand name. Because there's a level of quality assurance. When it comes to brands, when they build it up, when they get to that point where people know who they are, like Nike, Adidas, when you get like clothing stores like American Eagle, when you get video game retailers like EV Games, Best Buy, how do they get the brand? So how do they get in your head? And it's because there are a few reasons. When it comes to stores, services, it's from providing good customer quality service. It's from helping you out. It's from getting you what you need. It's from having good prices, competitive prices. When it comes to a product itself, the brand of a product, it really just comes down to the quality of the product and how good their customer service is, how good the return policies are, and generally how few times the items need to be returned. Now, when you get to a certain point with your brand, you reach a point where anything negative about your product could damage your sales. So this is why you see mass recalls in big brand name companies, and you don't see them in smaller name companies. They'll just ask you to return them, and some don't even do that. But big brands will do a mass recall because it helps stop the negative flow. Because they won't get any positive by doing that. They're just trying to prevent any negative comments, any negative publicity. Because their brand is so big, it's very difficult for them to get any bigger. And that's the problem. But when a smaller brand does this, when they do nice things for the community, when they have mass recalls, when they do that, it exposes their brand, and that's a positive thing that they're doing. Obviously, if they have a mass recall and they go, "This is a product problem with the product," they send it back out. That's only going to help them because nobody knows who the fuck they are. But when a big brand does it, it's just damage control. So why buy a big brand? Why buy brand name? Quality assurance and ensuring your product won't fucking break on you. Because this way, I bought this shitty USB cable from EB Games, which is GameStop in the United States. And I have a big problem, and I didn't read any reviews before I bought it. This fucking thing. This is a micro USB. This is supposed to fit into your PlayStation controller. Let me show you some. See, I try to fit it in here. It doesn't fit in properly in there, right? It's just kind of like that, and this won't charge, by the way. Let me try and plug it into my computer for a minute. This will not charge unless you have it pushed right in. I just fell out. So this is glowing because it's plugged in, right? But my PlayStation controller, nothing. Let me try it on another one that's not plugged in. So you can see the light is off. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, see, the light won't go on. It won't fucking charge. It won't work properly. And the reason why I won't do that is because it's got this little fucking thing right around the actual micro USB component, which prevents it from actually getting into the slot properly and holding there. I spent, I'd say, around 16 bucks on this thing, and it doesn't fucking work. I didn't know what this fucking product was. It was sold at an EB Games. Alright, now let me show you the USB cable I bought from Shoppers. I spent about, I'd say about 10 bucks on this thing. You got this nice fibrous cord. This thing actually snaps in place when you plug it into something, which is amazing because it's very hard to get out if you're playing, but when you want to take it out, it's actually pretty easy. So I find this to be really awesome. And I spent around around 10 bucks on this thing, and works perfect. I know it won't break on me. Spent less money, and I bought it at Shoppers. Shoppers obviously endorses this product. Now, EB Games endorses that product and all biogenic products, which I find to be complete crap, which means I really shouldn't be buying from EB Games because they support these products. I gotta plug this back into my my fucking thing. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, you really have to be careful with the products you buy and look at the reviews. And there isn't, from what I can tell, there isn't really a brand name USB cable that I know of that's just known to everyone. So the best way to do it is to go to a really reputable store and buy a USB cable from there or a product from there. Where if you buy a product from a place like the dollar store, you get what you pay for and you know what you're expecting. But even dollar store USB cables have been far better than that piece of shit because they actually work, which is amazing to me. And obviously that company has no quality control. They're going to keep hemorrhaging money because there's going to be nothing but negative comments about it. And they're going to go out of business. And the reason you buy brand name is to prevent any of that, prevent any of that hassle. Now, I'm not going to return that thing because, quite honestly, I don't care to. And I don't have the box for it because I expected it to fucking work out of the box. A USB cable. It's not rocket science. You just have a fucking cord and two ends. Like, I can't think of one fucking electronics company that doesn't have a USB cable that they own. And this company just shits the bed on the most basic of basic shit. And that tells me a lot about the company, a lot about the brand. It tells me that the brand in general is probably shit. Even the fucking, I bought one of these mouse pads, and this was overpriced. This was like $20 for this fucking thing. And it's small. It's not that comfy. It's pretty shit, actually. To be honest with you, I could probably afford a much better quality mouse pad for much cheaper. But this thing's small enough so that I can work on it. Most mouse pads I find are too big or have some weird features I don't like. So I just wanted a basic mouse pad, and I was in a hurry, so I bought that. But that's the thing, right? You have to look at the brand, and you have to decide, how much of their product is actually quality, how much of it have you bought, how much of it actually worked, and then you have to decide as a consumer whether you want to buy from that brand or not anymore. And it may be, if you've been getting a lot of shitty products of a certain quality, a certain one in specific, maybe you buying headphones, and because headphones are pretty, you get a lot of shitty headphones. I listen to music all the fucking time, so I know I've bought, say, at least 100 headphones in my lifetime, and I've bought enough shitty ones to know that, which ones are good, which ones are bad. These fucking, I don't know what they're called, but they got a rhino on them, and that's good branding right there. Makes you feel like these things are fucking tough and they won't break on you, which is true. These fucking ones right here, I don't know what brand that is, but I bought these things like a couple years ago. Still haven't fucked up on me. And then I bought another pair recently with more of a threaded cable, and it works great. So I have two quality pairs of headphones. I bought that one because it was on sale, and I was like, I want an even better quality, and it has better sound. So that's my main thing. And then if I can't find that one at the time, maybe I'm really fucking high or something, I'll put these in. Or if I'm at home and I don't feel like taking it out of my bag, I just put these in and listen to music that way. But the thing is, you have to look out. You have to look at reviews. You have to ask people especially if you're spending a lot of money on a product. And if you are spending a significant amount of money on a product, like $100, don't cheap out. I'd say buy brand name. For cheaper shit, it's up to you. And this even goes up to food. Like, why buy brand name food? Well, usually you can check by what's in the food. You can check the calories. Your brand name might be at lower calories for some reason. They might have excluded certain products that were unhealthy for you. And the brand name might include other vitamins and nutrients that the non-brand name doesn't include. The brand name just might be objectively better, even though it's more expensive, likely more expensive. It may just be a better product because of that. And that is the decision you have to make as a customer. So why do people buy brand name? Well, they buy brand name for the quality assurance. They buy a brand name because it may be better than the other products objectively. It may be less expensive than the other products objectively. I've seen this. I've bought really shitty products that were more expensive than brand name because I thought they would work better, and they did not. It's on me. But I've also bought products that I thought that were brand name that I thought would be better than other products, but I wound up buying a cheaper non-brand name product that was better than it. You really don't fucking know. You'll have to look online, but the point is that in the grand scheme of things, brand name products tend to have better quality. They tend to just be better because they build their brand to be better. The only reason they got to where they are is by building great products, is by getting good customer feedback. That's the only way they can build up their brand that way. So logically, they would have to have better quality products. But we know this isn't always the case. There are outliers. So do your research. Anyways, that's what I have to say about brand name and why you should buy brand name products. That's all.